Hello and welcome back to Kelly 60 Plays. Today I'm playing some more Pokemon XD Gale Darkness than last time. I finished the story, but there's still things to do. And this time we're starting off with the Pokespot reading. I have partially gimmicked it to where Bonsly is at Cave Spot. Why? Well, because at this point, if I can get it done, I would like it done. Because, as you may know, since we beat the game last time, I can now trade with game. But if I want to keep Pokemon in here without removing the original Pokemon from the game, I technically would then have to trade with, or I would need additional Pokemon. And with the chance of Bonsly showing up, because I wanted to show this thing off, because technically I've never fully gotten Bonsly back. This is new. Yo, it just figures it would take you to find that lost Bonsly. We collected data using OnBiz's resources, but we couldn't find a trace of it. We sincerely appreciate what you've done for us. My granddaughter and Bonsly are overjoyed. See for yourself. Yay, thank you. I believe in you. This is something that stands for our gratitude. Please accept it. Oh, no. It's not a lucky egg. I thought it was a lucky egg. No, it's the Bonsly Battle Bingo card. It's an event that's not open to everyone. Oh no, the receptionist will know what to do if you flash that card at the registration counter. I'm sure you'll enjoy battling with a baby Pokemon that next gen. Thank you again. You must be leaving now. Oop. Well, that's partly my fault, but Bonsly's done. That's helpful. The second reason I decided an immediate next part, because for the most part, this is immediately next part. I do have something I technically have to do. And that could have sworn had a certain stipulation, but it appears that is not the case. Note, I am now recording and it can tell me to go through myself. But something I'm gonna do while I'm waiting for that is I'm going to set up all the other Pokespots with some more Pokefood. Since I bought more after using it all up just to get full restores and Ultra Balls for the previous diet round. But when I was trying to do Bonsly stuff and get something sorted out for a scenario, this occurred. A Mirror B radar pig. I have every according to my shadow monitor, I have every Pokemon except the dragon. I even brought it up during the thing. Where is Mirror B at? Seems to be in Gassion Fort. Well, he's not actually going to move, unlike normal. So I have the chance at the moment to come over to this Pokemart. And restock up a little on full restore. Now, where is Mirror B in Gationport? Oh, and why is he here in Gationport? Well, I could have sworn that ping only goes off if you have obtained not only obtained all the shadow Pokemon, but purified them as well. And that's where my confusion, you might notice, where my confusion lies, because technically, at the moment, not every Pokemon remaining out of 3 full steam is stuck as Shadow at the moment until I get the time, until enough battles have gone by for them to be purified, plus the one that's currently in party. Since that one is different and I wanted to purify all of them at once. But apparently, no, you just have to have all the Shadow Pokemon, they don't have to be purified. And you just have to return. But he's at the top of the lighthouse, the full-out lighthouse. Similar to a gun, I'm gonna handle this the way I know how. What, you brat? You'd show up here? Why do you always mess with our plans to get all the Pokemon in the world? No thanks to you, we've lost more Pokemon than we've caught. What? Not you again. Our boss is busy dancing. You can see that, can't you? Oh, boss. The way you gyrate is great. Shake it. Oh, I forgot to say what his things were. Stop the music. Let me wind down the music and take a look. Oh, you are that super annoying brat. It's all your fault that my Shadow Pokemon is the last of the kind. But you did worse. You messed up my dance for celebrating the future of Team Mirror. Today of all days, you're not going to get away. No, you'll never get away. Let the music play. I am actually being a little, antsy on this one. Because I'm coming in fairly low leveled. Essentially, I'm fighting each one at a time. They're all gonna use Fake Out, aren't they? Nope. And of course, I choose the one that used Fake Out, so... Rain Dish, I think was their ability. Could have sworn it wasn't the same. Everything's gonna hurt. I just had to last through 2 Pokemon. And I can partially screw up everything by bringing sand into the mix. That's one Ludicolo down. Oh, this is already going slightly south. Well, Rain is going to be my next choice. Because it's a slightly smarter decision than trying to use Detour right now. I'm only gonna get so far. Well, Rain's gonna take some damage. Yep, both of them are gonna use Giga Drain. Oh, one chose the wrong Pokemon, and that's all fine. Alright, both of them use Rain Dance. Predict the Rain Dance, or the Giga Drain. Go for Shadow. Nope. Nope. Full target on Lugia. Oh, that sucks. That actually blows. Oh, one knows Ice Punch. And I'm gonna get unlucky and it's gonna freeze. Oh, nope. Dual target on Lugia. Sounds about right. I'm honestly regretting taking Crobat out. And yes, am I resorting to just using Lugia? Pretty much. I at least have paralyzed heals if it tries to paralyze. Ice Punch on Lugia. Hit the Freeze. Hydro Pump. Also on Lugia. Okay, the fun begins. That is Shadow Dragonite. Thankfully, I made sure to attack 2 different Pokemon, or else that Dragonite is gonna sit here for 5 years. Lugia is gonna have some EXP gain from this. That is for sure. Shadow Rush, probably on wall range. Yeah. I have a Max Revive and a number of other ones. Okay, Lugia. Oh, of course it's Shadow Storm. Okay. Had 2 on it. Time to take that Ludicolo out. Seismic Toss. I assume that's gonna be... That's not on board, right? That is nothing. Hopefully that doesn't do enough. Yeah. No more seismic toss out of you. Sure, why not? The best way to put it is, I know I have additional Pokemon that can be used. Or we're gonna have none of the issues and just immediately catch the Dragonite. What? Dragonite catch rate? Oh, I misread it. Missed his final statement again. Oops. Also, if you want to read it, if you can and want to read it, you may. Oh, how dare you! I say, how dare you! That Shadow Dragonite was Cypher's very last Shadow Pokemon. There's only one thing to do now. Jojo away? Let's go, escape! Yep. Boss. Wait for us. Oh, what is this? My perfectly cooked Afro-do. I found this little device. Nothing appears on the mirror radar anymore. It's half broken. So, with that is the last Shadow Pokemon. There are no more Shadow Pokemon in the game. Well, technically there are, because I haven't purified them. But that, at the moment, is every Shadow Pokemon. But that is 83 Shadows. The original game only had 48. Coliseum only had 48. So, very shy of double. 13 away from being double. And there are some Pokemon I look at and I'm like, this probably would have been a Shadow Pokemon if it wasn't just you. Before we end this part, last time a gun, after we beat Master Greville, told us to come to War Coliseum. Man, this stadium looks like the place that we fought that Metagross in that one supposed battle seeding. Hello, very good of you to come. If you plan to take the Ore Coliseum challenge, go to the reception there. So, as I mentioned last part though, Ore Coliseum is essentially just another challenge mode. It is essentially because I believe it was this that introduced the idea of the this generation was the one that introduced the idea of that challenge mode. So, specifically, the Battlefront here is here specific, and even more specifically, Ruby and Sapphire started the Battle Tower. This is based, I assume, is supposed to be mostly based. Sorry about that. Mostly based on that idea. However, it is different. In fact, it technically aligns with Coliseum's version of Mount Battle for its unique, for a version of its Mount Battle, which is, if you have a story mode team available, you can register it in a technically side mode and go through all 100 floors of Mount Battle on what is known as the, I think it's not flat or open rule. Anyways, essentially it's a level rule where all your opponents match the level of your highest Pokemon in the game, in your party. So, for reference, right now, if I were, well, with one caveat, Ore Coliseum caps that level, or has a hard lower limit, that being 60. Obviously, there's a hard upper limit. Pokemon can only be a level 100 in this game. And generation. Excluding that hard upper limit, there is a hard lower limit. If your Pokemon are below 60, all the Pokemon here will be 60. Now, there are guides probably out there on how to play this mode properly, especially if you're playing NSO and only have access to all the Shadow Pokemon and the few random wild Pokemon. So do note that is probably a good place to use. That's it. But other than that, it's nothing much. I think there is a item behind this. I don't know what. Something else I do want to note, because they are both back in this game. Off screen, I did fully evolve the Ninetales and Weeping Bell that we get in this game with the stones that I had in my copy of Leaf Green, which is my my old playthrough file. So there is that as well. But other than that, nothing much else here other than technically the next couple parts are going to be a little weird. Because I was going to save this postly for after I did some leveling. But then I realized, I was trying to do reset stuff for Bonsly. Or just take advantage of knowing that I can reset around Bonsly to avoid, just go after wild Pokemon and get some forest stores to prep for that fight. The fight we just did with Mirror B. And lo and behold, you just have to catch all 93 for all 83 and not purify all 83. Or, I guess the way you could put it is, be ready to purify all 83. Something I can in fact do. But we did just use the Lugia quite a bit. Well, how's that heart gauge? Man, that is still deep purple. That's gotta suck. But yeah. There's that. So, the next time we meet... my party should be a little more leveled. And also, as kinda... maybe guessable... the next time we meet, there will be probably a good amount of heart gauge purification. Of my Pokemon. And I'm also gonna do one more check just for some reason. Yeah. The next one is all that. Okay, so there is at least 3 more areas of Mount Battle to show off normally before we get into the true fun. And trust me when I say, the true fun. But we'll get to that genuinely late. For now, this is going to be it for today's part. Next time we meet, there should be a number more Pokemon in my boxes, as well as a number more levels. But that is for next time. Thank you all so very much for watching and stopping by. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope to see you all again next time. Bye!